I'm preparing to head back to Universal Ostrich Farms in rural Edgewood, British Columbia, but this time I'm going fully loaded with more equipment and reinforcements. And I'm going to need your help at SaveTheOstriches.com to do so.
We're not giving up, and
No,
we're
we're
going to
not.
change some laws.
And thank you to the international support,
Yeah.
not just our Canadian support that continues to grow.
Drea Humphrey here with Rebel News, and for 9 months I've been covering the regulatory war between a multi-family ostrich farm and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, an agency hell-bent on destroying their healthy flock and livelihoods along with it. If there's one thing I've learned from covering this battle for the birds, it's that this battle is about way more than ostriches. It's about communism thriving right here in Canada, while farmers and their grassroots supporters do everything they can to stop it. You think I'm being dramatic? Then you tell me how to describe this. 10 months ago, after an anonymous tip, the Fed's bureaucrats marched onto that farm past hundreds of asymptomatic birds and only swabbed 2 deceased ostriches with overcycled PCR tests, of course, declaring them plagued with the avian flu. And now they're still using those same 2 tests hundreds of days later to claim that the flock of nearly 400 must die. The CFIA refuses to test the living. They threaten the farmers with jail time if they do. And they've ignored the pleas of farmers, the people, scientists, elected officials, and even our U.S. trading partners who say these birds are worth more alive than dead because of the promising big pharma competing antibody research their eggs were being used for. And let's not forget that the CFIA knew the farm was pursuing a Supreme Court appeal, yet appears to have just spent millions of tax dollars to descend on the farm in effort to race the farm's lawyer and kill the flock before a judge could rule on the first step of that process. And when that judge granted an interim stay, pausing the call last second, what did the agency do? It retaliated, blocked the farm's cameras so you and I and the world couldn't see what they're planning next. Communism, but not on our watch. Rebel News has been so important to this important story and will continue to be so. We showed you tyranny unfolding in real time as the RCMP arrested Karen and Katie, 2 of the farmers, simply for insisting on feeding and caring for their own healthy animals until the CFIA was ready to slaughter them. Heck, with the help of a supporter, we even flew over the RCMP's hidden command center in a helicopter, exposing where the farmers were being detained. In fact, it was Rebel News that, thanks to sources I'm working with, got one up on the CFIA and was able to warn the public and the farmers of exactly when that agency was planning to come in for the kill. The CFIA and whoever is calling the shots must hate Rebel News just as much as they hate feisty farmers who won't give up on fighting for what's right. And that's why Rebel News has to stay on the ground, more prepared and better equipped than ever this time. As of now, both the farm and the CFIA have filed their responses in the court. In a matter of hours, days, who knows, a Supreme Court judge could extend the pause by granting the farm a leave so they can pursue a hearing in Supreme Court, or hand the CFIA the green light to come in for the kill. Instantly, it would seem. Rebel is going to be there to show you either way what happens. Just like the RCMP and the CFIA are there at the farm taking shifts around the clock, Rebel News will be doing the same thing. But here's the difference. They do it on your tax dollars. We do it only because people like you want to chip in and be a part of exposing government overreach. Your donations will cover mine and my colleagues' travel, the ability to camp and stay warm, and it is getting cold at night there, 2 Starlinks to stay connected from opposite ends of the farm, and even additional equipment that my producer has sourced, equipment I won't be mentioning publicly because we know the CFIA would try to block that too. The bottom line is this journalistic mission is going to cost Rebel News thousands of dollars, but if Rebel isn't there, the CFIA will bury this story just like they're trying to bury those birds. So please go to savetheostriches.com to donate what you can to help us make sure the world keeps watching. At Rebel News, we certainly don't back down from bringing you the other side of the story. And when it comes to government overreach, you can trust us to do it like no one else. If you appreciate the work that we do and want to make this mission we are about to take on possible, please go to our special website called savetheostriches.com. I'll see you from the farm.